There is no such thing as rejection in life, there is only redirection. Whenever you feel that you are rejected by something or someone, it can be a job, it can be a person, you have to understand that the universe is actually redirecting you to a better energy. The rejection only exists for the ego because it likes to attach itself to one experience, to one person, to one thing. And when it's time to let go, when you outgrow that thing, when the energy of that thing is expired, you are unable to let go of it. And the reason is the ego lives in the stories of the past. Ego is nothing without your past. Its entire existence is because of your past conditioning, your past experiences. So that is why it likes to hold on to the past, because it feels safe, because it feels that it is in the known territory. No matter if it is toxic for you, no matter if it is unhealthy for you, it doesn't care. It just wants to stay there. So you have to understand that when the past knocks up on your door, something that you have outgrown, something that you have let go of, you don't have to answer that door. The past is gone. The past is a ghost. It is an illusion. It doesn't even exist. It is only in your mind. And when you start giving attention to it, it can even manifest itself again in the present moment. You will get drawn to it because certain aspects of your ego are still living there. So you have to understand that life is here and now. Instead of going into the past, instead of thinking of the past, think that how often are you being present, because the present moment is the portal to access your higher self, your spirit. You can't access your higher self, your intuition, your spiritual essence by living in the past or thinking about the future. It's always here and now. If you want to tap into the higher power, the higher perspective, the higher consciousness in you, you have to access it by being present, by being here and now. So when you find yourself getting worried about the future too much or thinking too much about the past and creating a mess in your own head, just try to bring a thought in your mind that am I present? As much as energy you give to thinking about the past or future, if you give that much energy to being present, your entire reality will shift, because then you will be operating not from the ego but from your center, from your higher self. And when you start operating from that center, the experience of life completely changes. Then you no longer try to hold on to anything. Then nothing on the outside can throw you off balance, because you are centered in your being. Then you have that spiritual stamina to deal with everything that happens on the surface. Whenever you feel that it's time to let go of one particular thing, you're able to do that because you understand, not just understand, you understand that the particular energy is expired. This is not rejection, this is redirection. That the universe is always redirecting my energy to better things, and it can only happen when you say yes to yourself and say no to the things that are no longer good for you. So this is about choosing you every time over your past, over your conditioning, over your ego. So ego is not something which is demonic, which is something really bad. It's just the conditioning of the ego. It's just that it wants to live in the past and it doesn't serve us anymore. Past are nothing but the stories that are dead. Do you want to live in dead stories, or do you want to live in the here and now, in the fresh existence? Life is always fresh. It is always new. It is never old. It is your mind that is old. It is your ego that is old. But life, the existence, it is always new. So if you want to tap into that newness, that new energy, you have to step into the now moment, here and now. Be present. Learn to meditate. Learn to be mindful. Learn to calm down. Learn to sit in silence for a moment. Learn to just be instead of keep on doing. Don't think about doing the being. That is one more trap of the ego. That when you start thinking I have to be, then you try to do the being. That is also the ego. Being is simply a let go, a surrender. I don't need to be anything or want to be anything. As I am whole. I don't have to keep chasing something externally to become something, to heal myself, or to do something. Just be. Just sit in silence without trying to do anything. And after that, something can penetrate in you through the beyond, through the higher consciousness. So take out some time every day to just be. And the more you are in your beingness, in the here and now, the more you can operate from a higher consciousness. And when you do that, your energy absolutely transforms. You operate on a completely different frequency than before. And the way you operate, the frequency you vibrate on, decides your reality. So be free from the past. Be free from the illusions of the mind. And live with awareness. Live with consciousness. Live in the here and now. Much love to you all.